Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Before we're going to start my discussion this afternoon, I want everybody to please stand up for our prayer this afternoon. So, Carlo, please lead the prayer.
Let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Our Father, who art in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from evil.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Stephanie.
Good afternoon, children. You may now sit down. So, we'll now check your attendance. Say present when your name is called. Carlo de la Rama.
Present.
Balsa Bernadette.
Present.
Okay, perfect attendance for this afternoon. So, before I'm going to discuss the topic for this afternoon, I'll be giving you a mixed letters. We will have a game before I will discuss. So, here's your mixed letters and here's your mixed letters.
Oh.
So, I want you to form that letters into word. Okay, you will now start. Okay, what word did you form, Miss Carlo de la Rama?
Preposition.
Okay, very good. How about you, Balsa Bernadette?
Preposition, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Give yourself a big hand of applause. Thank you. So now we'll now proceed in my discussion. So yesterday we tackled about the 8 parts of speech. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So who can give to me the 8 parts of speech? Okay, Carlo, give me the first 4 parts of speech.
We have noun,
Okay.
pronoun, adverb, and adjectives, ma'am.
Very good. How about you, Balsa? Bernadette, give me the other 4.
Verbs, preposition, conjunction, and interjection.
Okay. So, by that 8 parts of speech, we will only have, I will only tackle about the preposition. So, who can give me or who have the idea about what is preposition? Anyone? Okay, so
Ma'am, no idea.
preposition. Okay, read. What is preposition?
Is a word
Words that can connect nouns, pronouns, or phrases to the words in a sentence.
So this is what a preposition is. So first job, connector. So read the examples of preposition.
Across, towards, after, above, between, during, along, with, among, near, from, since, except, beside, over, and to.
Okay. So from that, I will give you one example. So can you read, Miss Bernadette Balsa?
I will meet my mother after lunch.
So in that sentence, what is the preposition there? Kindly underline. Okay, very good. A big hand for Bernadette. So now let's proceed to. There are lots of examples, but we'll only be focusing on the 4 prepositions, which are to, from, between, and among. So, to. What is to?
To express movement towards a place.
Yes, to express movement toward a place means it is used to indicate a direction. So an example for that is, so can you read?
My sister is driving to the school this morning.
So here 2 is used to indicate direction to the school. The second one, can you read everyone? From.
To indicate cause, source of something.
So, source or a cause. I have here an example. The chocolate is made from cocoa bean. So, a chocolate is made from cocoa bean. This is the source, or it is where it comes from. The origin or starting point. Muna ang from. And then next is
Between.
Can you read everyone?
To indicate a gap or space that separate two things.
So, between is used to separate. So, I have here example. So, kindly read everyone.
May is sitting between Jane and Sarah.
So, in this example, we can see or we can read that May is sitting between Jane and Sarah. So, she's seated and she's separated from Jane and Sarah. So, the next one and the last preposition that we're going to discuss is among. So, what is among?
To indicate group or mass or collection or in the middle of something.
So, among is used to indicate greater number of people, things, or animals. So, can you read example for among?
The candies are distributed among 5 kids.
Okay. So, since I'm done with the discussion, I want you to get, or I'll be giving you your activity notebook to, we will have an activity about our discussion this afternoon. Okay. Are you done? Okay. Okay, what's done? Okay, you may now exchange your paper. Okay. Check your classmates' paper for test 1. Okay, are you done?
Yes, ma'am.
For test 2, the answer here is among. Second one is between. And the third is 2. Okay, score. Who got a perfect score? Okay, give me your paper. How about you, Bernadette? Okay, everybody got a perfect score. A big hand of applause, please. So thank you everyone for participating this afternoon. I hope that you learned something from our discussion this afternoon. Okay, class, dismiss.
So good afternoon, class. So for today, we were going to tackle about on how to identify main idea and supporting details in a paragraph. So before anything else, we will discuss what is main idea. So does any one of you here know what is main idea? Any brief idea of what is main idea?
Sir.
Miss Stephanie?
For me, sir, main idea is the topic that is, it is the idea that is tackled in the topic.
Okay, correct. So main idea is the most important point in the topic. This is the central point in a certain topic which we will be discussing later. So in finding the main idea, you need to find first what is the topic in a paragraph. So what is topic? So topic, it is a word or a phrase that everything in a text refers back to. So this is the main idea is the central point. However, the topic is the whole part of the paragraph. This one is all the details in a paragraph, it refers to the topic. Alright? Did you get it? So next we have is the supporting details. So supporting details, it is the thing that describes the main idea. The supporting detail is the one who support the main idea. From the word itself, supporting details. So this one is the thought or the ideas that help to support the main ideas. So today I will give you some tips on how to define what is, in a certain paragraph, what is the main idea. So we have here, when you use this one. When you use these tips that I will be given to you, it could be easy for you to identify what is the main idea on the certain paragraph. So kindly read what are the tips. Miss Stephanie, the first one please.
What is the text mostly about?
The second one, Miss Balsa, please.
Look at titles and headings.
And then we have the look at the pictures. Sometimes the main idea is stated in the first and the last sentences, and look for the repeated words. So this tips is very useful for you to identify what is the main idea, because what is the text mostly all about? Just like in a certain paragraph, it could be easy for you to locate what is the text mostly all about, right? And then we have the look at the titles and the headings. The title and the headings will help you locate what is the main idea in a paragraph. We also have look at the pictures. If the paragraph has the pictures, it could be advantage for you to easily to locate what is the main idea in a certain paragraph or in a certain pictures. And then the main idea could be found in the first or in the last part of the paragraph. And then look at the repeated words, because mostly in a certain paragraph, it has a lot of repeated words. So probably, mo to siya ang main idea na dapat ninyong makuha. So, however, in the supporting details, I also have here some of the tips that I will be giving to you. Because mostly, supporting details will answer the question, how, what, why, when, where, how many, and how much. So usually the supporting details, it basically support the main idea. So when the supporting details or the thought or the idea will answer on how, what, why, when, where, and how many, and how much, this could be the main idea, the supporting details in the paragraph. Did you get what I'm pointing, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so since you already know how to locate the main idea, the supporting details, and the topic in a paragraph, I have here my example. So kindly read the paragraph, please.
Water is an amazing resource. Everyone in the world depends upon it. Every creature needs water to survive. Without water, we would not last long. Water makes our world beautiful.
Okay, so as you can see in the paragraph, there is a certain word that is repeated, right?
Yes,
So can you locate what is the repeated words, Miss Balsa?
water.
Okay, we have also water. We also have here this one and this one. So as you can see in the paragraph, we have three repeated words, one word that is repeated thrice, which is the water. So we can see it in how to locate, the tips that I'm giving to you on how to locate the main idea is look for the repeated words, right? So what do you think, Miss Mihias, is the topic of this sentence or the paragraph?
Water is an amazing resource.
Okay, so water is the topic of the paragraph. So this one is the topic. Only water is the topic because a word or a phrase that everything in the text refers back to. Okay, so water is the topic. So, Miss Baza, what do you think is the main idea of the paragraph?
The main idea of the paragraph is water. I know. Water is an amazing resource.
Okay, so water is an amazing resource. This is the main idea of the paragraph. So, how about the supporting details, Miss Stephanie, can you give me one supporting details that help to support the main idea?
Everyone in the world depends upon it.
Okay, so everyone in the world depends upon it is one of the supporting details in a paragraph. So, can you locate another one supporting details, Miss Balza?
Every creature needs water to survive.
Okay, so every creature need water to survive is also a supporting details. So in a paragraph, di na siya mag-refer o usa ka supporting details, which siya daghan siya. So we also have this, we would not last long if wala water, and water makes our world beautiful. So that's it, guys. So since you know already what is main idea, topic, and supporting details, I will give you an activity this afternoon. So for today's activity, I want you to get a piece of paper and answer this story, The Storm. And for number 1, I want you to first locate the main idea and give at least 2 supporting details in the paragraph, okay? Okay, so let's check. I want you to exchange your papers with your seatmates. Okay, so for number 1, Miss Mihias, what do you think is the main idea of the story?
The rain began early in the morning, sir.
Okay, so your answer is possibly correct. But however, the correct answer of the main idea of this paragraph is the storm was very strong. Okay, so this one is the main idea of the paragraph.
This happens.
Yeah. However, for the number 2, what is the first supporting details, Miss Balza? Can you give me one supporting details, please?
The sky was full of dark purple clouds.
Okay, so this one is the first supporting details. For the next supporting details, Miss Stephanie.
Thunder began a soft rumble and became louder and louder.
Okay, so this one is the next supporting details. So kindly count the number of check and pass your paper in the front. Okay, very good. Mostly of you got a perfect score. So thank you for today, and I hope you learned a lot this afternoon.
Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
How was your day?
Good.
Wow, very good. So I know you are familiar with the word sentence. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
So there are different types of sentences. The first one is the simple sentence. Second is the compound sentence. Next is complex sentence. And last is compound complex sentence. So I know you are very much familiar with simple sentences. So how do you define a simple sentence? Simple sentence. Anyone?
It has verb and noun.
Yes, very good. A simple sentence has a subject and a verb. So in compound sentences, there are coordinating conjunction. What are those? Can you read, Stephanie?
For, and, nor, but, or, yet, so.
Yes, very good. So here are some examples so that we can know what is an compound sentence.
What type of either?
So example 1. Read, Carlo.
The shoplifter had stolen clothes, so he ran once he saw the police.
Yes. Then the underlying word is so, which
So.
is the coordinating conjunction of compound, which is the first sentence, the shoplifter had stolen clothes, is an independent clause, which means that it can stand alone. Then the other one point is he ran once he saw the police. It is also an independent clause. Then number 2, can we read, Stephanie?
They spoke to him in Spanish, but he responded in English.
That's very good. Same ang gihapon na ilahang format. Then, if tangtangon ni sila, they spoke in Spanish. Kung ano po they can stand alone, okay? Complete man sila. Then, next is next is a complex sentences. So, there are also different use of a complex sentences. So, ang conjunction niya is different from the compound. So, ang conjunction sa complex is as, because, since, after, although, and when. Then, magamit po na niya ang relative pronouns, which is who, that, and which. So, here are some examples. Can you read number 1? Stephanie?
After eating lunch at the Cheesecake Factory, Tim went to the gym to exercise.
So, what have you noticed about this sentence?
There are conjunctions, sir.
Yes, conjunction. Ang iyang underline na, mao'y conjunction niya. Ang nasa kinaunahan ni butang. If tatawag ni siya, Tim went to the gym to exercise. Is it an independent clause or not?
Independent.
Yes, independent clause. Ang dependent niya is after eating lunch at the Cheesecake Factory. Then number 2, opinionated women are given these advantages in societies that privilege male accomplishments. So, the underlined word is that. That is a relative pronoun. Then, when we say opinionated woman, kani siya is a subject. Then, the verb niya is are given these advantages in society. Kani siya that privilege male accomplishment, muna siya dependent clause. Okay, if what po ni siya, di mo na siya kastan alone, which is hanging siya. Then number 3, the woman who taught art history 210 was fired for stealing school supplies. So ang who is a relative pronouns. Then ang who taught art history 210 is the dependent clause, which is kani siya is ang adjective. Adjective ni siya kaming naghisgot about sa woman. Okay, if tangtango ni siya, ang mahibilin is the woman fired for stealing school supplies. So, pwede ra diba siya? Okay, it is an independent clause. So, you have any questions?
None so far.
So, I have this an activity. I have a question here and you have to pick any question. Then, pick ninyo, you have to go here in front and you have to identify if it is a complex or a compound sentence. Then, also, after that, you have to also get the coordinating conjunction or the subordinating conjunction in the sentences. And also, identify what is the dependent clause. Ready? Okay. Can you get one?
The student wiped the whiteboard that was filthy with last week notes.
So it is a
Complex.
complex. Why you say it is a complex?
Because it used a conjunction. The that ma'am.
Oh,
Sorry,
that.
the that,
Very
which is
good,
the
that.
relative pronouns of the complex.
So,
Sorry.
identify what is the dependent clause in the sentence.
The dependent clause was filthy with last week's notes.
Very good. Okay, you can set down. Next, Stephanie.
Vampire's Diaries is my favorite television show, but I also love True Blood. This is a compound sentence, ma'am, because it uses the conjunction but.
And identify the dependent clause.
Vampire's Diary is my favorite television show. I also love True Blood.
And the dependent clause is, but I also love true. Okay, thank you guys for your cooperation. I hope you learned a lot of our discussion for today.
Thank you, ma'am.
We'll see you next day.
Thank you,
God
ma'am.
bless.